My video for March the 6th, 2019 is video number 3016, and the title is Some of Us Still Dream of Peace on Earth. Yes, I guess I've been a dreamer all my life. I honestly thought I was born with a mission from God. When the anticipated changes did not happen by the end of 2012, I still held on to a level of hope. Regular listeners to my channel know this. For me, the solution to the problems faced by humanity necessarily involved either the repentance or the removal of the so-called cabal that dominated the Piscean age, which some called the darkness before the dawn. It definitely was a dark age for mankind. It might have also been termed the age of deception. However, thanks to the internet, many witnessed as those in apparent leadership positions committed crimes against humanity that were revealed for a lot of us to see. However, that did not bring unity or peace. Instead, it seems to have increased the fragmentation of humanity into ever more polarized camps. With my own eyes, and to my dismay, I witnessed this happening among family and friends. Dreams of peace became nightmares of conflict. Even today, Mother Earth seems to be in some kind of a process that, as storms seem ever more intense and dramatic, has there ever been a collective rational mind in human history? I wonder, since I still dream of peace on earth, am I irrational? I struggle every day trying to come up with something fresh. But it seems like all I do is go round and round in circles. My dreams are very vivid lately, often things that relate to my past experiences, sometimes even in past lifetimes. I'm assuming that, of course. And sometimes I seem to, a little bit, not as much as I used to, but see visions of a better world. I'd like that to happen a lot more often. I'd like the visions of a better world to give me hope in the present moment. And I do find peace in present moments, especially when I hug my tree, especially when I get to interact with little children that still have not lost their innocence. That doesn't happen a lot, but when it does, there's an element of innocence about the whole thing. I mean, there's a childlike wonder that humanity seems to have lost. We've been so programmed, it seems, into a rat race where we have to struggle to survive. And obviously, the struggle to survive does not bring a level of peace or tranquility for most people, if not anybody. It just doesn't happen that way. We seem to be more disparaged, and the trend toward hopelessness seems to be stronger sometimes than the upliftment toward hope, if there is such an upliftment happening. And I'd like to believe there really is. I'd like to believe that many people are actually waking up. And perhaps that's why the conflict seems to be more and more enraged, because the people that have been running the old paradigm are realizing that humanity is finally beginning to grasp new possibilities that do not keep us enslaved on a prison planet, but actually free us to create entire new civilizations, not just on Earth, but perhaps in other places as well. Is that true? Again, I don't know anything for sure. I have dreams and visions. I have aspirations. I'm a hopeful person. At least I've been most of my life. But I'm not someone who believes that everything is okay and the way to heal the world is to uh, not not identify with what's wrong with it, but just to focus on what you want. Which to me, again, like I've said in so many other videos, that's denial. That's denial of the experiential reality. Experience, I've said it so many times, experience is reality. Now, my friend Steve, of course, is a magician. And I have watched videos of magicians that do amazing things, including levitation and all sorts of things that seem incredible and impossible. Nevertheless, I've witnessed them. Now, that's an experience. I have witnessed with my own eyes things that my mind can't piece together. There's lots of things going on this planet that my mind can't piece together, but worse, my heart can't get its arms around it, as if the heart had arms. Well, they're my arms. I can't embrace lies. I can't embrace deception when it's done for the purpose, or it seems to be done for the purpose of alienating people, of hurting people, of violating free will of others that are innocent. I've watched videos of people that have had awakenings of their own childhood where they had been kept things suppressed for years and years, and all of a sudden it all comes flooding back and they realize that they were abused as children. This abuse has been going on for a very long time, apparently, and it was swept under the carpet. Nobody knew about it till the internet came along, and it was used by the dark forces to spy on everyone. But of course, there might have been another agenda behind that one that actually increased a level of awakening that had not been able to exist prior to that. So the internet became both a curse and a gift. Now, lots of things have that same kind of dichotomy where it's not either or, it's both this and that. How do you want to see it? How do you choose to look at it? I would like to choose to look at the process that's going on Earth with all of this, all of these things coming to the surface. I'd like to see that as an awakening that's going to lead to mankind's liberation and freedom from the corruption of the old Piscean domination by an elite class that have only their own interest rather than the interest of humanity at heart. I'd like to see the playing field leveled. I'd like to see Africa and South America and any place where there are third world people living in third world situations of poverty, struggling for survival. I'd like to see humanity uplifted. I'd like to see humanity awakened. I'd like to see us put in a place where we can unleash the creative abilities and not have our creations suppressed because they step on the toes of those that are trying to maintain some old order of things. The old order of things, we have to let it go. But of course, first we have to recognize what it is and why we need to let it go. We need to let it go because it doesn't serve us all. It only serves a very small segment, and I'm wondering if it really serves them either. Who does it serve? I want peace on earth. I want a world that works. I want to be part of that world. I want to live to see it with my own eyes, not die and go to some heaven in the sweet by and by. Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.